This deck currently is taking over the game right now, and there are so many different people playing versions of this deck where you have Golem and Elite Barbarians that it's my turn to drop my Golem in the back first play. I'm going to make this goal of this video to put my Golem down in the back every single time I have it in my starting hand, because honestly that's been happening so frequently that I just have to try it for myself often. Like, I've been playing Golem recently. I've got the Golem what's the right word? Fixation? I don't know if that's the correct way to word things, but I'm going to see what he does right here. If he plays anything on my Golem, instantly I'm going to E-Barb's other lane. I'm actually kind of curious. So nothing so far. I would assume something's going to come down here eventually. So I'm going to go for my Mega Minion right here. Okay, that's fine. I can just pop my ability. Oh, I popped the wrong ability. Wait, hopefully didn't take my elixir. That's how you know I don't play heroes. I was just tapping the ability button like an idiot, but it's okay. We are going to activate King Tower there. With that Mega Minion, but I don't think it really matters because I'm assuming these E-Barbs can take the entire tower with the help of that Zap as well, and we should be absolutely chilling in this situation. Yeah, and the Golem is going to get his tower down to, like, what, below 800, so we're in a really, really good spot. To start off this match right here. I also have Fireball for defense if we really need it, if he goes for something in front of those Zappies, which he does not. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my Bomber now since we're pretty much on 10 Elixir. And I need to be careful of not getting, yep, I was going to say not getting 3 crowns. Other than that, we're kind of just chilling though. So Berserker's going to not kill that Ram in time. Maybe I should just let that connect and then Fireball. I don't know if that would have been a fine play, but... Or maybe even Fireball, like, straight up on top of that, because my Bomber gets 1 hit, and now he's down to 432, and as long as we're not 3-crowned, there's no way we're choking this game. So I've got to focus heavily on the defensive end of things right here. Let's cycle a Mega Minion hero. Actually, let's go for the Fireball since he has Mother Witch. I'm glad I didn't place my Mega Minion there. I guess, to be fair, I could have also popped the ability from the Mega Minion if I wanted to kill the Mother Witch as well, but I'm just going to go E-Barbs like this. He's going to use the ability with the Wizard, I would assume, right here. Yes, indeed. Do the E-Barbs get through that and throw a spear? That's the question. I don't think so. Oh, it did the animation, but it was too far away. You know, sometimes I wish the E-Barb could be like a Sparky when you pull it back and just magically still shoot anyways, but I'm just going to pop my ability like this right here. Berserker's going to clean up shop, and yeah, just like that, there's really not much he can do barring a massive choke. Let's go for the Mega Minion here, but yeah, you can see the strength of this deck and why it's so good. You pretty much just turn off your brain when it comes to offensive pushes, completely ignore or really cheaply defend with either a Bomber or a Berserker on defense, and then you pretty much just win the game straight up from that point on. But just going to go Bomber down low. I can go for the Berserker behind this Mother Witch to make sure we take it out and don't have any issues. And yeah, 25 seconds left. We still need a little bit of damage, so the game's not completely over. Like, I could still definitely choke this game. Wizard does come down. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle a Mega Minion in the back. Let's go E-Barbs like this right here. I'm going to pop my ability too to make sure we kill that Wizard right there, which is really good value. And yeah, Zappies come down. I can just Fireball on top of these. I think I'm only going to get 2 of them, but actually only 2 of them are still alive, so that works for me. And E-Barb is going to connect, and that's going to be first game, first victory. Golem first play is now the new method in Clash Royale, sadly. You already know what time it is. We got it in our starting hit. I'm dropping that thing down immediately. Spear Goblins do come down other lane. Who cares about that? Oh, MK actually comes down other lane. Wow, okay. That's interesting. So I'm going to go for the Night Witch like this. He actually goes Bats as well, so he played pretty much a full commitment on that right-hand side trying to secure my tower, but I don't think it really matters because, I mean, even unless he, like, somehow defends this perfectly, which I don't see any world where he's stopping this push, then we should be chilling. So I'm going to go for the Mega Minion like this right here. Goblin Gang does come down, to be fair, so that's a pretty good play by him, but I think we're still going to break through most likely. I mean, he's got Inferno Dragon, which is pretty good for him. I'm going to go for the Fireball. Actually, yeah, I'm going to Fireball this Eye Drag to make sure it dies. Wow, he's actually defending this pretty well, but it's still going to take tower right there, and he's also got no elixir, so it's not like I'm immediately threatened on the counter push or anything along those lines. And then Golem's gonna, you know, take its sweet time dying, but he could potentially spam the river with MK here, so I've got to be very cautious of that. We have not played our Elite Barbs yet, so we unfortunately don't have our evolution ones in rotation, which could be, you know, problematic potentially. I'm gonna go for the Bomber in the back like this on top of the Skeleton Barrel right here, and then see what he wants to do. So we just go for the Miner, so I'm going to go Berserker plus Zap on top of that. Not too shabby right there. Berserker does a decent job, and yeah, we take, what, like 1,000 damage on our tower? I'm alright with this situation. Usually, Golem, you have the advantage in 2-tower games as well, so I guess I'm pretty happy with that. Just going to go for the Night Witch to the back and see what he does want to do for this right here. I guess I could just straight up Golem in front if I really wanted. Oh my goodness, I'm going to Golem here. I think we barely got that down in time because that was a little bit sketchy. Where the MK was potentially going to connect with that, but we're chilling right here. I'm just going to go for the Mega Minion as well. Maybe I should have let that connect and then Bombered and saved the Mega Minion because it's not really going to do anything for me in this matchup too much. It can potentially snipe an Eye Drag, but other than that, it's kind of useless, so I'm not really sure if I should have used that right there, but it's fine. I mean, we could make a bunch of mistakes, and that is the other thing about this deck. You can make a lot of errors, and you can still easily come back because of the Elite Barbarians, pretty much, and also just Golem behind a Night Witch, or Night Witch behind a Golem, rather, mixed up my words, is just unbelievable. So just going to go Zap. He's going to MK the pocket. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. I'm going to fireball these Evo Bats just because I don't have anything for them, really. And if he does go for the Skeleton Barrel, I'm just going to have my Mega Minion prepared for that. So, very decent situation. I just need to find that one time to go for the massive push. Let's get a Night Witch down and start building it up right here. This could potentially be it. We'll see. I'm going to go Bomber as well, like this, on top of that Skeleton Barrel. But yeah, you can see the meta is devolving. We are currently all turning into just brainless players, sadly, by playing decks like this just frequently. But that's kind of how this meta has gone so far. And I think that was the goal of Clash, to just make this meta as, like, annoying as possible in terms of, you know, cards are so broken that anybody can win, if that makes sense. So, we have a decent counter push. I'm going to go for the Bomber as well. I'm just trying to distract this Inferno Drag because I don't want it to get infinite value. That would be pretty awesome if it does not. So I'm going to go for the Golem in the pocket like this right here. Can he defend this, or is he, like, dead? That's my question. Let's go Zap immediately on top of that. And then hopefully the Inferno Dragon dies. And no, it's not going to. Actually, it might. Nah, he zaps. But he's dead to E-Barbs, like, because he just uses MK. So how is he going to stop these E-Barbs from going to his tower, especially with the Rage effect, by the way? I'm just going to Fireball. Okay, I was predicting a Goblin getting on top of the tower, but that was a bad prediction. I literally fireballed nothing, but it doesn't even matter because our deck is that broken. He's still not able to defend, and that's going to be game over. This is actually, like, so cheese, man. I feel kind of bad playing this. I think I'm actively losing brain cells as I'm playing this deck because we're just dropping another Golem down in the back. First play of the match, you already know what time it is again, and what is he supposed to do? So he goes for a Skarmy other lane, Skarmy plus the Goblin Barrel, okay? That makes me think, obviously, log bait, but specifically Inferno Tower log bait, because I'm pretty sure that's what this deck is. When they do have Skarmy, they usually have Inferno with that, or sometimes Cannon, but usually Inferno. Yes, I was correct about my assumption, and I guess that's the peak, or the importance of knowing what people's deck is pretty early on. You know, I kind of have been playing this game for so long that I just recognized it off rip. But just gonna go for the Fireball on top of this. I wish I, like, had it hovered, because if I could have kept a Night Witch alive, oh man, that would have been crazy damage. It's still good damage, though, for sure, on top of that tower. He does go for the barrel, so I'm just going to go Berserker, then Bomber on top of the Princess right there, so not bad. Even though we do take some damage, it doesn't really change much because we get half of his tower, by the way. I saw a few people saying Golem might need to nerf the death damage and stuff, and I was like, nah, no way. But then now that I'm playing it, you know what? Honestly, like, it is kind of OP. I'm going to go for the Night Witch like this. Like, even if it gets to your tower, the Golemites are guaranteed, what, like 700 damage or something crazy, if you don't play anything on top of them, of course, but I think that's a little bit absurd, but anyways, I guess that's a discussion for the next balances if we are going to see them. It would be crazy to see, like, them just nerf a bunch of win conditions, like Hog, Balloon. I mean, to be fair, I do think the Expo change was a nerf overall, by the way. Now that I've played it enough, I think it's slightly a nerf, just in terms of the way that it shoots and the way that it pressures. It isn't the same as it was before, and it definitely lacks a bit of that speed, and that speed is important in a lot of situations, in my opinion, but enough yapping about the Expo. We're playing Golem skill deck today because Expo is no skill, obviously, guys. So I'm going to have my Berserker ready if he wants to Princess the Bridge. Does he even have Princess and Cycle? I honestly can't remember, but just in case he does, I'm ready for it. But I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my Golem in the back like this. He's going to go Knight immediately other lane. Okay, you know what? I'm actually fine with that. Let's go Mega Minion like this right here. Wow, he just dropped down like 50,000 elixir over there. So I'm just going to go ahead and sack my tower. And then I'm going to go Night Witch the back right here. I guess I kind of have to zap this or I'm going to lose the game. So I guess I don't have many choices. But just going to go Berserker in front of my Golem. This is a weird play, but I think it's the right one in this situation because I can pop my ability like this. Is he even going to go for the Inferno? I don't think so, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Fireball instantly on top of that Princess to make sure that my Night Witch can get some value right here, and we are going to take his tower. Like I was talking about, the Golem will just never die. So I just need to be very focused on not getting 3 crown now. No, Mega Minion, don't go backwards. You dummy. You actual dummy. That's so bad, because if it just would have went for the Knight, we wouldn't have taken any of those Princess hits, and now that we took 2, that's very, very bad. So I'm going to go Berserker. I have to zap as well because he's Skarmy evolutioned. I'm going to go Bomber. I think we're fine if I go Night Witch like this. Bomber, lock in. No, Bomber, no. Oh, no. Okay, wait, I don't know. Are we dead? He only has log, right? I think is his spell. So I'm gonna go E-Barbs like this right here. I guess I'm desperation mode. He goes for the log, but that's fine. Wait, 2 logs takes. I have to spam everything. We have to spam everything. Come on, E-Barbs, be broken. I can go for the Berserker ability. Wait a minute, Berserker! Berserker! Berserker on 1 HP! No way, not like this, right? Wait, one more shot, Bomber. No way, we won. We won. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we actually just won like that. What a generational, like, choke right there. Unfortunately, I do have to break my streak of going Golem in the back every game because we don't have it in rotation, and that sucks, but it's all good. We can split E-Barb's first play. He's going to go for the Little Prince the back. Little Prince, I haven't seen much of that card. I feel like it's gotten so many buffs, but it just never can like find its way into a solid place in the meta. I'm not sure why that is. I think they're just scared of overbuffing it because for a time it was like the #1 card in the game for a long time. You know what? I'm not even gonna defend that. Like I don't think I can defend that. So I'm not gonna overcommit with like Night Witch, Zap, Fireball. I'm just going to cycle Night Witch to back and let it kind of die out itself. So, I'm thinking I'm just going to go for the Golem here. Maybe this is a bad play. He goes for the Barbarian Barrel. That was like the worst timing ever to Golem. I could zap this. Hopefully my Night Witch bats can clean up his, though. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, they did a decent job. Maybe I should have zapped. I don't know. If that would have been the play right there, but I guess it's fine. I'm going to zap this to make sure we get more Golem damage at least. So definitely not the best start ever, but it's all good. I mean, we kind of didn't know his deck, and I definitely got myself in a bad spot by cycling my Mega Minion when I didn't know he had Balloon, so it is what it is. I think we can still come back from this position, definitely. We at least got half his tower. It's not like it's all bad right here. And, I mean, if we could just take one tower, I feel pretty comfortable about building up that one massive push to be able to break through eventually here. So he's going to snowball. I'm going to go for the Berserker the back like this right here. And that should be fine in this situation. I would like to just go ahead and cycle my Mega Mini in the back and chill. Because if he does go other lane, of course, I can Fireball or Night Witch, and I don't think that would be a good play in this situation. He actually goes same lane, so I can just get a really, really nice Fireball on top of that Lumberjack and all that jazz. He goes for these Skellies as well, which is fine with me, and we're going to get his Balloon dead right there with only one hit. So I'm going to go for the E-Barbs the bridge. I'm pretty sure this is tower down. I would be shocked if he somehow saves his tower. I'm tapping my ability if it would ever like to go off. There we go, beautiful. It's going to kill the tower, and of course, he does go for the bat, so I'm going to zap instantly. I wish I could have kept the Bomber alive, but it's all good. Still good pressure. He's forced to go for a snowball, and just like that, from a really bad situation, we are now only down like what, 400 damage, and this guy's emoting. Oh, don't get cocky, sir. Do not get cocky. Let's go for the Night Witch the back like this right here and see what he does want to do. Of course, we're playing into the same lane as him now, so if he doesn't switch lanes, I think it's good for me. I'm gonna go for the Berserker the back. I'm gonna instantly E-Barbs up top as well once we hit 10. I don't think he'll expect this. That's what I'm thinking. He goes for the snowball and the Night Witch as well. That's completely fine, and of course, he's got 38 cycle cards, so we're not gonna get our E-Barbs to the tower there, but it's all good because I can just go for the bomber to the back and once again resets. And we gotta wait for the right opportunity to strike right here. So don't need to force anything. Don't get too aggressive. He's going to go for the Lumberjack. I'm going to go for the Berserker in the middle like this right here. And then E-Barbs behind on top of that little Prince. Not too shabby. I don't even care about that Balloon. You know what? I'm not even going to defend that Balloon at all. I'm just going to go all in with my spam at the river and just like pretty much go for it here, I guess. Let's go for the Mega Minion too. I'm just going to Berserker too. And I'm just going to keep spamming this guy as much as humanly possible right here. And then I'm going to go for the Berserker's ability right now. I think this is fine. Let's go ahead and drop an emote as well because he was being toxic. And I think we're going to be able to break through here, sir. So I'm just going to keep going for the E-Barbs at the bridge and to continuously spam him. He's like basically playing 0 elixir cards every single time, so I feel pretty confident that he's gonna eventually get overwhelmed here. Here comes the snowball. Yep, there's the Ice Spirit too, and Evil Bats, we can zap him right now, and that's gonna be game, and that is why you don't emote early, guys. He got a taste of his own medicine. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Of course, as always, enjoy the Butch Clip and have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Have a good one, everyone, and yeah, peace.